In previous videos, we covered many of the thread groups that are part of the custom thread groups package. The Concurrency Thread Group is a similar component which was developed as a third-party replacement for the Stepping Thread Group. For more insight, we recommend you also watch our video on the Stepping Thread Group, which you can find the link for in the comments section below. When compared to that component, the Concurrency Thread Group has several advantages. One is that less memory and resources are required from the load generator server since all threads are not created up front. This element also terminates used threads more gracefully, which also makes it more performant. In terms of similarities, the Concurrency Thread Group allows the JMeter Test Designer to control throughput for a load test that follows a predetermined load profile. Let's add an instance of the Concurrency Thread Group to explore more about how it works. In configuring this thread group, we need to specify a few basic parameters which will define the load profile for the duration of the test. The target concurrency box specifies the peak number of concurrent threads, or virtual users. Let's add 100 for this value. Ramp-up time sets the duration over which the number of concurrent threads will start from 0 and gradually increase to our target concurrency. For the purposes of this demonstration, let's enter 5 minutes. You may recognize the graphical representation of the load profile which is beginning to take shape from some of the other JMeter thread groups we have previously covered. This is useful to the JMeter Test Designer in visualizing throughput over time. For ramp-up steps, let's enter 10. You can notice that this changes the ramp-up profile from continuous to stepwise, whereby threads are added in discrete steps every 30 seconds. Finally, let's specify 5 minutes for the hold target rate time box. This causes the maximum level of concurrency to be held for this duration, as shown in the thread profile below. We can also add one or more samplers to our test that will be managed by this concurrency thread group. As done in our previous videos, we will add several dummy samplers. If you are interested in learning more about the utility of dummy samplers, you can read more about these in our blog by following the links in the comments section below. To make it so that we can monitor our tests within the JMeter UI, we can also consider adding a view results tree. At this point, we can click the Start button to run our test. As our test runs, we can monitor the output for debugging purposes within the View Results Tree Listener element. The Concurrency Thread Group is one of several advanced thread group types that are available to the JMeter Test Designer. Please see our other videos on our channel if you are interested in learning more about other types of advanced thread groups. You can find links to these in the description below.